I accidentally ended the recording. Hello and welcome back to the Wild Hunt. My name is Beast. I'm here again. I am out of it. For the uninitiated, I'm dead fucking tired. I had like 4 hours of sleep and then I had to work. Which is a lot of carrying very heavy things. So I'm about dead today. But hey, we'll probably be able to do the entirety of the Kosame short story in like sub 1 hour, probably. So let's do that. You know what? Fuck you, mate. I'm sorry. Hizukaki stood in front of her mirror. Did she now? Did she now? As she stood there, she checked over her body, making sure that nothing would obviously stand out for someone to ask about. Making sure that no one would know she wasn't human. Making sure nothing was strange. Making sure nothing was out of the ordinary. Making sure she was like everyone else. Her body's a statue carved out of ice. Nah, not anymore. Sakiyo was the one who changed her way of thinking. Okay, apparently they actively got rid of that CG, which I appreciate. Thank you. Person I fell in love with. First person I ever loved. Now she could even maintain her form under the full moon. Because you embraced her that night. Because he held on to her. Kogasaka-sanが抱きしめてくれたから。だから、私も体を保つことができる。心を強く持てる。私はここにいるんだって、ちゃんといるんだって、いてもいいんだって。なのに、なぜでしょうね。Kosame still repeated this daily ritual without fail. だから余計に小笠坂さんには見せたくない。She didn't want to show him the body she would have tomorrow. Perhaps she still wasn't entirely confident in herself. Maybe she still didn't have enough courage. 私はウサギのままなんですね。A weak bunny that might die if you hug it too tightly. But someday she would be stronger, more courageous. She might even gain enough courage to not run away from her love. Kosame stepped away from the mirror and hesitantly began to change into her uniform. She got ready for school. The fact that she wasn't skipping school today was already proof that she had become a little stronger. 違うかもしれませんね。It's really because she wanted to see Kogasaka. She didn't want to miss a single day where she had the opportunity to see him. So she decided to go to school. Even though she always feared what her body would be tomorrow, her desire to be next to her beloved person was stronger than the fear. Was that strength born from love or weakness? Kosame still hadn't figured that out. Kosame. At school, I called out to Kosame, who was preparing to go home. Are you skipping out of club today? Kosame rapidly blinked multiple times. 帰り支度をしているのは、部活が終わったらすぐに帰宅できるようにするためですよ。なぜ私が休むと思ったんですか？ I got that feeling whenever I looked at you today. どんな目で見ていたんですか？ I was just thinking you were cute. からかっていますか？ That was my honest impression. Hey! Why? 女たらしの小ヶ坂さんは嫌いですよ。
Wrong there, I'm just a Kosame killer.
えい。
Again.
エッチな小ヶ坂さんも嫌いですよ。
I didn't just mean in that sense.
私を困らせる小ヶ坂さんは嫌いですよ。
I love you, Kosame. You turned bright red.
不意打ちは卑怯です。
I'm just getting back at you. You're always playing games, saying things to get me flustered.
そんなことないです。
So you should let me play with you sometimes too.
嫌です。
Kosame took a few deep breaths.
はい、もう大丈夫です。私の守りは鉄壁です。
I see you. That's good to hear. Just glad to hear that you're feeling better. It's a bit down today is all. I'm worried about you. Kosame turned red again.
今のも不意打ちです。すごく卑怯です。
Let's go to the club room. Also, the others are waiting. Waited for Kosame to stand up, then I took her hand.
小ヶ坂さん。
She bashfully averted to gaze, but at the same time timidly squeezing my hand back.
小ヶ坂さんは困った彼氏さんです。私をこんなに動揺させて、おかげで何も考えられなくなって。
I mean, if all you can think about right now is bad stuff, then maybe it's better that you can't think at all.
私をこんな風にしていいのは小ヶ坂さんだけですから。
We held hands as we left the classroom. The season was early summer. We had already become third-year students. I don't know why I decided to try to read that out like it's a fucking weird detective show or something. I don't know. And new club members had joined the Astro Club, so it was quite this bustling club even with Okaizumi graduating. The astronomical observations we did for Tanabata were fun too. That's not all. Also had another big event in store. It was an event that not only people in Ibarasakasaki, but rather astronomy fans from all over the country were looking forward to. Even people with no interest in astronomy would look up at the sky on that day. Lunar eclipse.
さてさてやってまいりました。部活の時間だよ。
You're as energetic as ever, also.
そりゃあね、七夕が終わったからって休んでられないんだから。
Still have Also's big event after all.
集合場所は部室で、時間は9時半だよ。夜じゃないんですよね。もちろん、午前の9時半だから間違えないでね。部室に集まってから屋上に出るんですか？そうだよ。道具を運ばないといけないからね。
Right. Tomorrow we are going to do the Astro Club's first midday astronomical observations.
みんな、土曜日だからって寝坊しないようにね。
Especially you, Aoi.
全処します。天気予報は晴れだし、私の雨警報もお休みしてるし。なのに見逃しちゃったら一生後悔しちゃうんだから。
I still like the X-Men, like her rain sensor because of the ear thing. Because this is like something... I talked about this when in the original game. A lot of people in my family have like old scars at some point because some accidents had happened. And all of them share like the trait where they can like somewhat tell if it's gonna rain badly just because they can feel the fucking high pressure zone due to it just like making their scars either slightly old scars either slightly sore or itchy. And it just feels odd. Kosame had been quiet for a while now. Kosame?
はい、何でしょう。
You've been unusually quiet.
私はいつでもどこでもおとなしい大和なでしこですよ。
I know that.
肯定されてしまいました。
小雨ちゃん、ようちゃんの前ではそういうところあるもんね。塩らしいっていうか。
何を言ってるんですか？顔が赤いですけど、風邪でしょうか？私をからかうのは許しませんよ。
小雨ちゃん、よく人のことからかうけど、からかわれるのは慣れてないもんね。
なるほど。この弱点は使えそうです。もういいです。知りません。
She was in a sour mood now.
やっぱり、今日は学校休めばよかったです。
She was muttering to herself. Everyone else took her word as a joke, but I was a bit concerned about her. Kosame seemed a bit distracted all day. During class, when I talked to her, and also when I talked to her during breaks, even during the club activities.
部活、始めよっか。こももちゃんは生徒会で休みだし、人手が少ない分、私たちで頑張らないとね。
頑張るという言葉を聞くと、帰りたくなるのはなぜでしょう。
葵さんを無遅刻無欠席にするのが、私の目標だよ。
先輩が部長だからですか？
そして、葵さんが次期部長だからだよ。
私の目標は、次期部長を誰かに譲ることです。
やる気になったところで、明日の準備、始めるよ。
ちなみさんみたいに、人の言葉を無視しないでください。
Kosame smiled warmly as she watched over us. She just watched quietly without interjecting her own opinion. Though you could also interpret her silence as waiting for a chance to excuse herself from the club early. Perhaps I was just overthinking things. However, I had seen Kosame acting like this in the past. Kosame had often skipped club when the full moon was near. On the day of the full moon, she skipped school altogether and hid in her room. However, the full moon had already passed. The new moon was soon to begin waxing. Perhaps there was another reason.
今度は、小ヶ坂さんがおとなしいですね。
Not really.
お仕事を始めましょう。皆さん、明日お楽しみにしているんですから。
Including you. I'm looking forward to tomorrow too, Kosame. She didn't answer, so just smiling back at me. It seemed to me like a forced smile.
早退なんて、しませんよ。それよりも私は、小ヶ坂さんのそばにいることを選んだんですから。
She said those words quietly so that no one else would hear. There was a slight red hue to her cheeks after she said it. So even if she looked like she was pushing herself a bit, I decided to believe in Kosame. Once club was over, we all left school together. It was normal for things to be noisy with this group, but Kosame alone was silent.
小雨ちゃん、もしかして具合悪い？
いえ。それとも悩み事でしょうか？
部活中も憂鬱そうにしてたし。
そんなことありません。私はいつでもどこでも元気いっぱいですよ。
そうだよね。ようちゃんが一緒なんだもん。
すぐそっちに話を向けないでください。
私が小雨ちゃんを冷やかせる日が来るなんてな。
I also couldn't believe how the tables had turned.
この弱点は今後も有効活用できそうです。
Meanwhile, I always sounded like she just caught her prey in a trap. Kosame, do you mind if I walk you home?
いえ、本当に何でもありませんから。
That's not what it looks like to me.
実は、ちょっと風邪気味なんです。
そうなの？
顔が赤いのは照れているからじゃないかと。風邪のせいですよ。未来の可愛い部長さん。やめてください。お返しですよ。
小雨ちゃん、無理はしちゃダメだよ。
はい。帰ったら早めに休むつもりです。
I already knew that those words were a lie. After all, Kosame's body would never catch cold. It simply wasn't possible. It wasn't possible because of Kosame's secret, which she herself described as having a body carved out of ice. However, I at least knew that her body wasn't made of literal ice. Although I won't go into too much detail on that subject, since it's embarrassing for me too.
帰りましょう。皆さんも早めに帰宅して体を休ませないと明日に響きますよ。準備は意外と大変だったので賛成です。みんな、明日は時間通りに集合だよ。
Yeah, we heard you. I figured it also would probably be so eager that you would show up at the meeting place way ahead of schedule. But what about Kosame? Did she show up? Also wanted to look up at tomorrow's sky together with Kosame.
行きましょう、小ヶ坂さん。
Kosame seemed quite reserved as she followed behind the rest of the group, which was walking down the hill. I stayed behind to walk with her. Then we reached the station. We split off from Aso and Aoi. I was alone with Kosame.
小ヶ坂さんの家、通り過ぎていますよ。
I wanted to walk you home.
送り狼ですか？
You could say that.
食べちゃうんですか？
If you don't mind.
こんなところで大胆ですね。
Bold indeed. Pulled Kosame closer.
本当にですか？
Her eyes darted back and forth. Her shoulders trembled as I embraced her.
ダメです。
You're the one who seduced me.
誘ってないです。
Since this was still a public street, I couldn't do anything more than gently embrace her. Hey, Kosame, can I ask you something? It's a serious question. It's not because of the full moon, is it? I felt her shoulders shaking. She put her hands on my chest and slowly pushed herself away.
満月はもう過ぎていますから。それに私は満月の日でもちゃんと登校できるようになりましたから。小ヶ坂さんのおかげで小ヶ坂さんのそばにいると私も心を強く持てますから。
You have to confirm that statement. She put her hand on her chest. And there's another reason, right? Is more sky the reason? Am I causing problems for you?
いいえ。
You shook her head.
私が弱いだけ。小ヶ坂さんのそばにいて心を強く持ててもまだ足りないのかもしれませんね。
She smiled at me. To me, it looked like a self-deprecating smile. Kinda support you somehow.
小ヶ坂さんはいつだって私の助けになっていますよ。
And surely you won't mind if I walk you home, right?
はい。
She nodded in
小ヶ
agreement.
坂さんは私の彼氏さんなんですから。私は小ヶ坂さんの彼女さんなんですから。
Kosame, don't say it like it's just your duty. Doesn't make it kinda sad. He's surprised to hear that.
すみません。語弊がありました。私も小ヶ坂さんと一緒にいたいから。
Not
お礼
thanks.
なんてやめてください。悲しくなるじゃないですか。
Maybe you're right. I wanna be with you too.
はい。
I'll be with you tomorrow too. Kosame just smiled at me sadly without giving me an answer. Walked her home. We said our goodbyes in the entryway, and then she went inside immediately. It almost looked like she was running away from me, but I was probably just imagining that.
誰かと思えば。
When I stopped by the shrine ground, Setsuna was sweeping with a bamboo broom. She had already graduated from Hibari High. From what I'd heard, as a shrine mage, she was helping with chores around her shrine and assisting Mayaka with her rituals.
どうした？浮かない顔をして。
Does he look that way?
ああ。彼女にでも振られたような顔だ。と言っても、私も小雨と同じで恋には疎いのでな。偉そうなことは言えない。
I'm in the same boat.
では、やはり小雨絡みか。
Cessna laughed with amusement. Compared to the year before, it was much more common to find her in a cheerful mood. I think that probably has something to do with her being practically family to Kosame at this point.
小雨はウサギだからな。君が何をするにしても、あまり強引にはしないことだ。
Do you mean that Kosame is weak?
いや、犬や猫と違い、人になかなか懐いてくれないという意味だ。
She laughed in amusement once
仲良
again.
くなったと思ったら、次の日には噛まれたり爪で引っかかれたり。要するに、振り回されてしまうんだ。今という少女を覚えているだろう？その時だって、私はよく振り回された。だから、君の悩みもわかるつもりだ。
You've been through this before, then could you give me some advice?
根気よく懐くのを待つしかないな。何せ、ウサギが懐かないのは性分だ。
Senpai, do you know what tomorrow is?
なるほど。
Apparently that was the hint which helped her understand my
何の
predicament.
日かは知っているさ。さすがに、これだけ騒がれていたらな。
Alternatively, oh, it's probably like meteor shower or something.
私のようにさほど天文に詳しくなくても知っているくらいだ。テンクルは大騒ぎなんじゃないか。
We're planning to do astronomical observations at school tomorrow.
グラウンドも屋上も、ひばり校はたくさんの生徒で賑わうのだろうな。
Rooftop at Hibari High would probably have students from outside the club gathering too. That's how big this event was. Are you coming too?
私はもう卒業した身だ。この境内で見上げられれば十分さ。小雨のことも、君に任せられるだろうしな。
You think Kosame will come to school tomorrow?
それも君次第ということさ。それに関連してだが、展望台の死神の方はどうだ？
I haven't heard anything from Mayor, but...
そうか。まあ彼女も君に心配をかけるような真似はしないだろうが。
Perhaps Kosame was the same. Just putting up with it because she didn't want to make
あ
me
まり気
worry.
に病まないことだ。今度のようなケースは稀だからな。明日のイベントに限っても、次にあるのは何十年も先らしいじゃないか。
You know that Kosame's body can be influenced by the light of the moon, but tomorrow isn't a full moon. So why?
今年の7月は、例年よりも天体の干渉が激しいらしい。何せ、七夕と満月、そして明日という日が同じ月にあるのだからな。
What'll happen to Kosame
心
tomorrow?
配はいらない。気に病むなと言っただろ。私だって明日のようなイベントは初体験だ。だから小雨に何が起こるのか知っているわけじゃない。小雨自身どうなるのかわからないんだろう。だから君を避けてしまう。避けたくないのに逃げるような態度をとってしまう。明日は君に会う勇気を持てないかもしれない。
As it's time for a little B&E tomorrow. I don't mean bacon and eggs. Just so we're clear on that.
それでも、私は心配いらないと考えている。それだけ君に期待しているということさ。
メアさん、メアさん、いらっしゃいませんか？メアさん。小豆が来た。メアさん。すみません。お呼び立てしてしまって。小笠坂さんじゃなくて、残念ですか？別に、それより、私に何か用なの？はい。メアさんの体調が心配になって。体調なら、普通。本当で、なんで疑うの？だって、明日は、そう。あなたは、辛いんだ。私も、本当はちょっと辛い。だから明日は、ずっと休んでると思う。だけど、あなたはヨウくんと一緒なんでしょ？いえ、私も休もうと。嘘。あなたは、休みたくないから、私に会いに来たんじゃないの？ヨウくんと一緒にいたいから。
その勇気を持ちたいから、私のところに泣きついてきたんじゃないの？
メアさんには叶いませんね。
ヨウくんと一緒にいたいなら、いればいい。
でも、明日の私は、
ヨウくんを信じられないの。ヨウくんが好きなくせに、信じられないの。
私は、
あなたがそんなだと、ヨウくんを奪うかもしれない。
Oh, now she's getting hit with it. Like she pulled that move on Komomo in Komomo's short story. Now she's the recipient.
ヨウくんのこと、取るかもしれない。ヨウくんなんか、どうでもいいけど。
メアさんらしいですね。私のこと、応援してくれたんですよね。
死神は応援なんてしないわ。
私、頑張れるでしょうか。メアさんみたいに、強くなれるでしょうか。
そんなの知らない。でも、私も、夢を目指してるから、夢のように、強くなりたいって思うから。だから、あなたの気持ちも、少しはわかる。
ありがとうございます。メアさんがユメさんを目指すように、私もメアさんを目指しますから、だから、頑張ってみることにします。強くなることを、諦めないよう、最後まで。
Tired. The sky was clear as could be. There were practically no clouds in the sky, so clearly there would be no issues with our observation. Surely everyone in the Astro Club was celebrating that fact, except for one person. It was Saturday, school wasn't in session, but there was a club meeting just like we had discussed the day before. I left the house early. There was still a bit of time before I left before the club meeting. Before going to school, I wanted to go see her. First person I wanted to see was Kosame. I had to wonder if she was even willing to see me, or she would keep away from me. Just like that night.
天頂に輝く月。今夜も、満月が、綺麗ですね。うさぎが、お餅をついていますね。小ヶ坂さん。知っていましたか？うさぎは寂しいと死ぬんじゃない。抱きしめられると、うさぎは他の動物に噛みつかれたら、苦しまないで絶命できる体質を持っているから。うさぎは弱い生き物だから。だからうさぎは、誰かに強く抱きしめられても、死ぬんです。苦しまずに。いなくなってしまうんですよ。だから私に資格はない。私には恋をする資格がないんです。小ヶ坂さん。
Kosame was standing there on the shrine grounds. I was able to meet her.
早かったですね。
Oh yeah, she is, if you know what I'm saying. And more like this, I guess. Also, even though I have opacity set all the way to maximum, I can still see through. Bullshit. Kosame had changed into her school uniform. She was waiting for me. The rest, she was thinking of meeting me at my house so that we could walk to school together.
小ヶ坂さんが早く来たからまたこんなところを見られてしまいました。
My eyes couldn't properly grasp her form. Form more beautiful than anything else imaginable was not permitted to exist.
私頑張りました。強くなろうって笑って なたのそばにいようって。だから、私は、時間が経てば、私の体も、満ちるんだって、満月のように、誰の目にも、はっきりと映るんだって、今はこの体が欠けていても、いつか、満たされないこの心も、いつか、その日を、信じて、満ちることを信じて、叶わない夢を、信じて。小ヶ坂さんの、そばにいたい。あなたと、一緒にいたい。
He's just like, I don't like where this is going. Do I have to stab myself again?
小ヶ坂さんの彼女として、普通の女の子として、だから、私、頑張ったのに。なのに。
Kosame took hold of her hand. Got you now, Kosame. Her form was
小
filled
ヶ
in.
坂さん、私の手を。
Once I managed to touch her, I felt a definite warmth and I saw her form reveal itself. That's what it means to be an illusory dream. To a dream that can come true.
私、戻った。普通になった。小ヶ坂さんと、つなげたと思ったら、こんな、簡単に。
Hey, Kosame. I embraced her. Her body was trembling like a rabbit's. You don't have to work so hard by yourself. I'm here too. So let's both work hard. I love you.
私も、好き。あなたのこと、好き。
You'll be fine. I'm here with you. And you're right here next to me. We'll be together forever. And we'll be together forever. No matter what happens.
小ヶ坂さん。
These feelings had grown stronger by the day. I want to go see Kogasaka. I want to be by his side every day without fail. I'll be on her now. Even on a full moon. Even on a day like today. I wanted to wait for you. Have strength. Is that strength which comes from love or is it weakness? Still don't know. However, love is one thing which can make a person decide that they want to be stronger. That alone is unmistakably true. The reality is that I fell in love with you.
いいところ、小ヶ坂くんに持っていかれちゃったわ。
取り越し苦労だったようだな。
せつな先輩はなんで巫女装束なんですか？
小ヶ坂陽が小雨を泣かせたら、バッサリ切るためだ。
小雨、泣いてますけど。
いや、笑っているさ。いつも、泣くのを我慢して、笑っていた小雨が、今は泣くのを我慢せずに笑っているんだからな。
もう、安心していいみたいね。
家に戻るのか？
はい。朝ごはん食べないと。
それから部活か。
せつな先輩も来ますか？
やめておくさ。まやかさんに付き合う約束もある。
この境内で観測ですか？
ああ。確か見え始めるのは
10時からで11時がピークです。
その時間、住民は誰もが空を見上げるのかもな。
そうですね。なんと言っても、ここは、ひばりが崎ですからね。
Watch out! What's coming down again?
小ヶ坂さん。
We got on the train and rode it until we got to our stop. Then we just had to walk to Hibari High. Just the two of us holding hands. Because of his warmth, which was certainly not an illusion.
私、こうしていると安心します。でも、小ヶ坂さんのそばを離れると不安です。
Like, when you first grabbed her hand earlier to make her visible again, you just... That was really funny.
ですから、
That would be terrible.
今日はずっと、こうしていても。
Words made me smirk. It's really not a big deal.
だって。
You can be a little more selfless, just order me to be your escort or else.
無理です。
Be like he's cocky and said it on, you'll never forgive me if I leave your side.
無理です。
Be like Mayor and say that you'll graciously allow me to stay by your
無
side.
理です。私、恋には臆病なんですから。
Cosmic squeezed my arm even more tightly. Elbow sank into an ample bosom. It was a nice feeling. Couldn't complain. Honestly, I'm a bit shy when it comes to matters of love too. Two of us walked along silently for a while. Slowly. Just let time left before the meeting. There was no need to rush. We wanted to savor this moment for a little longer.
学校は静かですね。
That's because we're early.
皆さんはまだ来ていないんでしょうか。
Oz's probably the one that arrived well ahead of time.
そうなると、腕を組んだままというわけにはいきませんね。
We would get teased if Oz saw us like
う
that.
ん、それはとってもしょんぼりです。
And let's go for a little walk. Go that up to the lookout.
はい。
The force pulling on my arm became stronger still. When we reached the lookout, we searched for a spot of shade. The clear weather was ideal for our observations, but in exchange, the sun's heat was quite harsh. It was hard when we were walking up the hill too.
あそこが涼しそうですね。
Yeah, there's a roof too.
眺めもいいですしね。
Breeze would be nice. And the breeze would be nice. Our astronomical observations were about to begin. The Astro Club members weren't the only ones gathered on the rooftop. You could say that the entire school came to hold an observation party today. The rooftop was bustling. The field below was covered in white school uniforms too. The school was the perfect spot to watch from, since it was built on a hill. As such, not only current students, but also numerous alumni showed up on school grounds.
岡泉先輩も今頃都会で見上げてるかな。
I'm still convinced I just could not actually get Okaizumi's VA back, so they just rode him out. Yeah, I'm sure he is.
遠く離れていても、私たちの気持ちは同じです。
見上げる空が同じだから。です。葵ちゃんらしからぬロマンチックな言葉だね。黙れぺたんこ。相変わらず何の脈絡もない反論だよ、葵ちゃん。みなほしさん、それにみんなも、そろそろ時間だし、準備始めた方がいいんじゃない？そうだね。今日の空を見逃すわけにはいかないし、写真に残せなくても一生の不覚だからね。
We paired our pinhole cameras, which we had carried from the club room. We created the pinholes yesterday just for this occasion. Looking directly at the sun with the naked eye could cause damage, though it's usually temporary. And using goggles or a notebook to partially block the sun, even using goggles or a notebook to partially block the sun won't save you. And the dangers only increase when you're using a telescope or binoculars. So the students all brought specialized tools for observations. That's right. Every person held eclipse glasses as they waited for that moment. So there's an eclipse after all instead of a fucking...
ようさん、 見てください。空が急に暗くなって、月が太陽の前を横切って、これが日食の空。
Cheers erupted from the students assembled on the roof. The eclipse, only occurring once every few decades, began at 10 a.m. In one particular geographic location, people were able to observe the total solar eclipse, where the sun was completely blocked out by the moon. You could only observe a partial solar eclipse in Ibarigasaki, but that was plenty impressive for us.
こんな空、初めてです。
When the sun was blocked out, everything was covered in a dim, diffuse light. The moon's outline, however, shone brightly. The world was bathed in a light that existed between day and night, though it was quite unlike dawn or dusk. Kosame and I held hands as we looked up at the dreamlike sky.
こんな光は初めてです。
It was a light greater than moonlight, but lesser than sunlight. An ephemeral light, much like an illusory dream. Made me think of Kosame, so I made sure not to let go of her hand. But she could be by my side forever. So I could be by her side forever.
私が月なら、陽さんは太陽です。私を明るく照らしてくれる太陽です。私はこの日を忘れません。月と太陽が重なった今日を忘れません。
They say that wishes come true on days like Tabata and full moon. The solar eclipse has a similar mystical power. Surely Kosame and I had the same wish that day. We sent that wish up to the sun and the moon, as well as all the stars. But stars, constantly raining starlight down on this planet, always watch over us here on Earth. It is led to twinkling of the stars, and love becomes eternal. Fin. There we go. And again, another background where the actual choice that leads to that finally branches off to her route happened. Sub fucking 45 minutes even. Huh. Intriguing. I mean, you won't hear me complain because I'm tired as sin. Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye. I should probably make a poll for the next game. Probably makes sense. Bye.